So waking up today, everyone's probably got the exact same question on the mind. Did Sony change the games at the last minute? Now, we're going to find out this together. I don't know what's happened, I've literally only just woke up, I am being majorly lazy today. So the first thing that we need to do is check whether they changed the games, and the simple answer is no. We're stuck with Farming Simulator and City Skylines, but if I'm being honest, I've already kind of said this in other videos, Farming Simulator, if you've never played it, sounds like the worst game in the world. But it's also one of them games that when you do actually play it, you get really addicted to it, and you end up hating it for a different reason. And that reason is usually the fact that you end up going to bed dreaming about what you're going to do on your farm the next day, which is not something that anyone wants to admit. And City Skylines is pretty much just a sim city builder where you get to build your own city and do it however you want it. Some people like that style of game, some people don't. But either way, I would say give them both a download. You might not like them, you might not like the idea of them, but you don't know until you try. Now that we've got the little awkward bit out of the way, and I'm quite surprised to be fair, I was kind of waiting to look on the blog this morning and hope that PlayStation had kind of made an announcement that they was changing up the games, or that there was a last minute update, or at least that we got a last minute bonus title included with it that just kind of changed it for everyone. But we've got some other stuff to talk about. Obviously we're in the run up to June for PlayStation Plus now, and yes, we are just kind of using random gameplay, and that's probably what's going to happen for most of the month, just because when I'm doing PlayStation Plus game videos and stuff, usually I'll use content from the games out that month in the background. But let's be honest, everyone's not really going to want to watch Farming Simulator every week, and everyone's not going to watch City Skylines, so it probably will be kind of mixed up with just little random bits of gameplay from random games, just to kind of fill it out in the background, so I hope you guys don't mind. But because a lot of people are probably not going to be interested in these, and people are going to be looking for other stuff, if you do want anything else off the PlayStation Store, if you want to make them a bit cheaper, make sure you check out the sponsor, Instant Gaming. There's a link down in the description below, which will just make everything that little bit cheaper for you. They've got some awesome deals on there. Everything's usually like 20 to 30% off. And I think PlayStation Now is currently doing a huge deal on over there as well. Make sure you check that out. Even if it's just a month, it's got you a ton of new games that you could check out. But let's get on with the rest of the video. There is another disappointment this week, and it's the drop again. Usually if there's a few decent games out in a week, I've got a few that I'll mention, so I'll do a separate video on it just to give you guys an idea of what new stuff that there is to play. This week there literally is nothing that would kind of interest me, or that I think's worth mentioning at all. So even new games out this week, there is literally naff all. So the only thing that we have really got to talk about is rumours and my predictions for PlayStation Plus for next month. And you guys can probably guess it, the rumour is literally that the leak that came out early was for not this month but next month, which I don't think so, to be fair. If I'm being honest, I think it was fully photoshopped. I think it was a fake thing that someone put out, because it's happened a couple of times in the past. It's one of them though, when it's only a few days before the announcement, sometimes with other countries kind of leaking games early, you tend to find out the games early, so when these leaks happen, it's hard to know whether it's true or false. But obviously, as soon as it's out the way, it kind of gives you an idea of it's something to ignore. So the rumour going around the internet at the moment that Dying Light and Darksiders is for next month, I'm going to take it as a big fat poop and that it's not going to happen. Curious to see what you guys think though. Is it something that you think is going to happen in a month or so? Or do you just think someone was sat at home on Photoshop and faked it? Because that's what I think. But it's the start of the month, so there isn't really that much to talk about usually anyway. It is pretty much usually just talking about the games that are going on at the moment. Which the one thing that I haven't said is the game that I'm most looking forward to playing. And the game that I am most looking forward to playing is Farming Simulator 19. Now, I said last week, or earlier on this week, when I mentioned Farming Simulator and Platinum it, I actually thought I already owned this game, but it's not. It's Farming Simulator 17. And obviously they're very, very similar. It's just this one's going to be more updated with a few other bits and bobs in it. So the fact that I played Farming Simulator 17 and played it to the point where I fully platinumed the game, I think Farming Simulator 19 is something that I'm going to put quite a bit of time into, and I am actually really looking forward to playing it. So to finish up though, my predictions. Now the first one that I'm going to go for is a game that I've heard of but never played. and the fact that I'm looking into it, it intrigues me, and it's a game called Prey. Now, Prey, it's an FPS game, it's a sci-fi game, and pretty much you're a human that's enhanced with alien powers, and you have to go aboard a desolate space station that's under assault. It sounds quite cool. I don't know whether it's something that I'd play. With sci-fi games, I do tend to be a bit hit and miss with them. Stuff like Killzone I enjoy, but then other games that are similar I end up not wanting to play at all. But the second one is more of a smaller indie style title. Again, it's one that I've seen around but not actually played, and it's a game called Medieval. Now, it looks okay, very cartoony, it looks quite fun to play though, to be fair. I'm curious to see what you guys think though. Medieval and Prey, if these were two games that went on PlayStation Plus, is it something that you'd be happy with? And what are your thoughts on this month? Do you wish they'd change the games, or are you going to download them and give them a go? But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.